Hey, good morning, Wahoo crew. How you doing? Welcome to Morning Flow. Welcome back. And I'm in New Mexico in Truth or Consequences in my beautiful studio. We have a retreat coming up here, March 22nd through the 24th. So if you're interested in signing up for our yoga and hot springs retreat, you can go to wahecrew.com and it'll get you to the link to sign up for our retreat. So let's practice. If you have yoga blocks, grab 2. We're going to use them. You don't necessarily need them, but we're going to use them for a couple postures. So let's see how that goes. Find yourself in a nice, comfortable, seated posture. If cross-leg is not comfortable, you can come to sitting on a pillow or a block. And make sure you feel your sits bones nice and grounded, connecting down to the earth. And then feel the crown of your head rising up, elongating towards the cosmos. Turn the palms up to the sky in a receptive, receiving energy in the hands. Close the eyes down, turning off that visual stimulation and starting to come into that internal landscape. So when you close the eyes, the focus is inside. Start to feel your breath. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face, and just really watching the breath. Is there a smooth inhale and exhale? Can you soften your abdomen and allow the breath to flow a little bit deeper? Relax your jaw, soften the tongue into the bottom palate. And just become this moment. So really focus on your body, how it feels seated here on the ground. Focus on your breath. See if you can really dive into the breath. How does it taste? What is the temperature of the breath? Couple more long, deep breaths, just letting everything from the mind settle. Feeling the movement of the torso as you breathe, a big expansion and contraction. Getting the breath to move deeply starts to initiate all of the functions in the body. The digestion, the nervous system, the autonomic reflexes, everything is regulated and initiated from breath. So the deeper we breathe, we start to allow all the functions of the body to come into harmony. Take 3 more breaths, inviting a small smile to your face, grateful for each breath, grateful for this body, this beautiful container of which spirit is enlivening. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms out, gathering up that prana or that chi energy, bringing the arms overhead. Bring your fingers to interlace, flip the palms up to the sky, reach as long as you can through your arms, and then let the shoulders, scapulas come down the back. Turn to point the navel to the right knee and keep lengthening. Breathing. Bring a little bit of cat into your spine, pressing those palms away from your body. Inhale, rise back up. Tilting back to neutral, heart, chest, and belly point forward. And then just twist, pointing the knee and the heart towards each other. Left side. Rise up. Use the obliques to help you to twist. And invite a little bit of cat pose. So you're rounding your spine, you're reaching out through the palms. Inhale, rise back up. Tilting back to center. Exhale to release the hands. Interlace the hands behind your back. Lift the chin, lift the chest, open through the sternum. Exhale, start to bow forward, bringing the forehead down. And you might get far, you might rest your head on the ground. You might be floating. And when you get to that limit where you can go, lift your arms, keep them interlaced, bring those thumbs to the sky. Big exhales, releasing tension, releasing stagnation. And keep the forward bow, release the arms, walk them forward, see if you get a tiny bit deeper. Inhale, roll it up to seated. Gather the knees in together. Bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Squeeze the knees together. Get a couple rock and rolls. We're going to do 3. So rocking along the whole spine, clearing the nerves, maybe a little adjustment. And then meeting me here, soles of the feet together. Knees are open wide. Heels come close to the groin. And with a tall, straight spine, keeping the gaze forward, start to bow. Let the breath go into the pelvis for 3 breaths, using the exhale to soften and fold deeper. Inhale, rise up slow. Hands come to the knees. We gather them back in and pop the feet up off the ground. So this is half boat. Arms are long, straight, reaching. You can also straighten the legs. Go for full boat. Breathe into the core. Lift up through the chest. You can also hold the legs. 2 more breaths. Cross those legs. Bring your hands forward and meet me in tabletop. Once you arrive in tabletop, lower the abdomen, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Exhale to round. Spread the fingers, set up those hands directly under the shoulders. We're stacking our bones. Our knees are under our hips and our shins are parallel. So finding a nice alignment, pressing through the tops of your feet. Take a couple more rounds of cat and cow, letting the breath get deeper. Call in the breath. Intentional breathing. 2 more rounds. Next time you come into cat spine, lift up, tuck the toes, float the knees 1 inch off the mat, and start to open and close the knees. So your toes are in flexion. You're almost in tabletop, but you're bringing in more activation. Knees open, close. 3, breathe, 2, and 1. Press back, down dog with an exhale. Bring in any movements that feel good to the legs. So you can pedal your feet. Sometimes it feels good to bounce. Bouncing creates a beautiful movement in the lymph. So whatever movement feels good, straight arms, head release for 3 more breaths. Feel one heel and then the other, trying to get the heels rooted, allowing the tail to rise. One more deep breath. Exhale through the mouth, clear. Start to walk your feet forward, coming to a forward fold. Feet can be as wide as you like, but we dive down with a nice little bend in the knees. Feel the hamstrings, feel the pelvis really diving forward. Bend the knees, start to roll up to standing. Top of the inhale, arms reach up. Take that right foot and bring it in front of the left, so we're crossing the ankles. Left fingers grab the right wrist, and we lean to the left. So we make a big crescent shape with the body, squeeze the inner thighs. Open the chest, open the throat, open the lateral right side body. Inhale up. Really uncross, left side, left foot in front of right. Right hand grabs left wrist, and we pull. So the left side becomes passive. Right side does the work. We're actually stretching the whole left side for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Uncross the legs. Cactus elbows. Take a big back bend. Open the sternum, chest, and throat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Rise. As you lift up, bring your arms alongside your body so you're reaching behind you. Pulling the shoulders down out of the ears. Take the gaze to the left, only the gaze, twisting through the neck. Gaze to the right. Gaze to center, one big inhale. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, step the left foot back, ground it all the way, and the toes point forward, rise up for warrior 1. So hips, heart, chest point forward. Take the hands behind you, interlace them, lift the chest and the chin. Sink into your right knee. Back leg is straight. Breathe to open. Chest rises, top of the lungs open. Release the hands, bring them to the mat. Lift the back heel. Keep the left hand grounded and open the right arm. In this lunge, lateral edge of your back foot, your left foot, and you get more of an IT band stretch. Slow untwist. Back foot roots. Right hand down. Step for plank. Plank is top of a push-up. Hands under the shoulders. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Lengthen through your neck. Breathe. Use an exhale to lower to the mat. Use an inhale to float your cobra. So lift your legs, your chest, and your hands. Follow your breath. Think of softening the internal organs as you exhale. Take the hands to the mat, toenails to the mat. Press up for cobra or up dog, your choice. Lengthen the chest. Take the gaze to the right. And take the gaze to the left. Take the gaze to center, up to the sky. Stretch your eyes. Big inhale. Use your exhale to arrive in down dog. 5 breaths. Root through your hands, especially the big, meaty base of the thumb. Feel the ribs and the horizontal breath, kidneys, adrenal glands really expand. Let the breath be long and controlled. Enjoy the breath. Maybe you sigh it out, a little sound to release, to clear. Deep bend to the knees. Left foot steps forward. Stay low in this runner's lunge. Right hand roots. Left arm goes to the sky. So we're stacking the shoulders. Maybe you roll onto the lateral edge of your right foot. You got to keep that leg straight and strong. Breathe. Take that left hand back to the mat. Roll back to the ball of the right foot. And then ground the whole foot. Right toes point wide to the right edge of the mat. Warrior one, we rise up. Sink down into that front knee. Back leg is straight. Interlace your fingers behind your back and squeeze the scapulas. So the more we squeeze on the back, the more we open to the front. Lift the gaze, breathe into the top of the lungs. Maybe a little back bend. And release. Take the hands to the mat. Lift your back heel. Inhale to step right foot forward. Exhale to dive towards your legs. Grab the backs of the calves or the ankles and invite your body close to the legs. Two more exhales. The exhale softens and elongates. So allow everything to stretch and open with the exhale. Arms wide. Inhale to rise. Coming all the way up. Circle the energy. Hands to the heart. Standing tall, Tadasana, mountain pose. Shift your weight into your left foot. Bring the right knee up in front of the chest. Notice in flexion. We're balancing. Arms go wide. This will increase the balance. Lift that right knee a little higher. Really root down through your left leg. If you feel unbalanced today, bend that left knee. And then start to swing the right leg back, warrior three. So you want it in line with the ground, parallel. You want that right hip in line with the left, so don't lift it too high. Take the hands to the mat or your blocks, and with that right leg already lifted like a lever, kick it to the sky and hop your left foot back so you're in three-legged dog. Right knee comes to the nose and plank as you exhale, squeeze. Inhale, head. Take two more. Reach with the inhale, squeeze with the exhale. Squeeze it all the way in. Bring it close to the nose. Hold and squeeze. Place it down towards tabletop. The left leg floats back. So we reach through the left heel, flatten your spine, check that your hands are under your shoulders. Exhale, left knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, extend the left foot back, bring it in. Take three more, get long through neck and heel. Exhale, round and press. Last one, extend with the inhale and squeeze with the exhale. Reach through that left heel. Bring the right arm forward so you're balancing in opposition. So right arm's reaching, left leg's back. Reach back for the bind. The right hand grabs that left top of the foot and we press it up. It's like a half bow pose. Free your neck. If there's tension in your neck or your collarbones, move it around. For 3, Smile and breathe. 2 and 1. Release the bind. Take the right hand to the mat. Bring your left leg out to the side. Keep it high. Keep it straight. Place it down. Roll up to standing on the right knee. Left leg is extended. Arms high. Use the exhale to fold towards that extended leg. Really opening. Gaze underneath the right arm. Inhale, neutral, arms stay open. Right hand roots, fingers point away from the body. Left leg, left arm floats. Get super long so the left arm reaches close to the bicep. Left knee and left elbow pull in for a squeeze. An extension. A squeeze. Extension, get long. This time we're going to go for the bind. So bring the knee in, grab for that big toe, and extend that leg to the sky. Breathe a lot. Stabilize for 3, 2, and 1. Release the bind. Left foot steps to the top of the mat, and we slide the hips forward for low lunge. So make sure your back knee is not pressing into the kneecap, right? Your patella, it's that little floating bone. You want to be above, right where the quad attaches. So you don't want to be pressing right into that kneecap. If you like it, it feels good, go ahead, but not recommended. 2 more breaths. Feel this low lunge. Feel the pelvis. Yeah. Tuck the back toes, lift it up, energize. Flat hands, and we step back for down dog. 5 breaths. If you need to bring in wiggles or hip movements or head movements, feel free. Letting the inhale come through the nose, using that filtration system. Inhale to plank. Find alignment, hands under shoulders, heels pressing back. The whole body is engaged. We take a big inhale to prepare. Use the exhale slow. As you deflate your breath, you come to the ground. Scoop it into your back bend. Lift up. Hold the back bend. If your quads are floating in up dog, bring them to the mat. So you want to feel the front of your legs connect to the ground. Bend your right knee. Try to bring the toes towards the head. Release. Bend your left knee. Bring the toes towards the head. Open. Both feet down. Inhale, 1 more breath. Exhale, down dog. Take a walk or a hop to the top of the mat. Fold it out. Reach your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers. Let your thumbs descend towards the ground. Feel the shoulders open. Let the head go. Release the arms and roll up slow. Think of stacking 1 vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Top of the inhale, sweep your arms out and up, gathering energy, prana for your flow. Hands to the heart. Stand tall, find good alignment, letting the tail root down. Shift your weight into that right foot, bring the left knee up. So foot is in flexion. We're really lifting through that knee. Take the arms open. See if this helps with balance. Maybe lift that knee higher. Keep it hugging towards midline. Don't open it to the side. If your balance is wobbly, bend your standing knee. Keep your chest upright. Start to shift, warrior 3. Sending that left leg back. And we press through the heel as if we're standing on the back wall. Lower that left hip so it comes in line with the right. Soar, Strengthening in that warrior 3. When you need, or if you're going to fall, take your hands to the mat or the blocks. Left leg lifts. Left leg is your lever. So the hands are rooted flat and strong. We kick the left leg to the sky to hop that right leg back for 3-legged dog. Big inhale to lengthen top leg. Exhale, knee to nose and plank. Take 2 more. Lengthen and squeeze. Lengthen and squeeze. Hold the squeeze. Try to get your nose to your knee. Place that knee down. Lift your back leg. Left arm goes out. So we're finding this balance. Check the front body. Sometimes the belly will lower into cow pose. Keep it flat. Reach back for the bind. Grab the right foot. Press it high. Lengthen. Lift the chest so the gaze comes forward because we're in a back bend. So we want to open through the sternum, through the throat. 2 more breaths. If it gets hard, smile and breathe. Release when to the side. Keep it straight. Place it down on the mat or on the earth. Rise up. Arms high. Exhale to bow towards that extended right leg. Check in if you're leaning forward at all. Try to come into neutral and just take it to the side. Let the exhales unlock the hip, unlock the lateral side body. Inhale back to center, arms are open. Left hand comes down, fingers point away. We float the right leg, we float the right arm. Reach long with the right arm. Knee to elbow as you exhale, squeeze and extend. Squeeze and extend. This time we come in for the bind, so bring it all the way in. Grab for that right big toe and press that leg towards the sky. Release that foot. Step it to the top of the mat. Shift your hips forward for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So that back knee is on the mat. We're not pressing into the kneecap, but we're right above. Breathe into the pelvis. It feels nice sometimes to rock gently to help to open that right hip. 2 more breaths. Really allowing the body to open, creating space in between the muscles, the joints. So there's some fresh fluidity, right? We can get stuck. Our bodies will create a little bit of glue if we don't move, or if we only move in the same way. Tuck the back toes, lift that back leg, ground your hands, and step back for down dog. Any movements that feel good? If you want to lightly bounce, maybe you want to pedal, spread your hands, release your head. Inhale to walk or hop, top of the mat. Roll it up to stand. Top of the inhale, arms high, hands circle to the heart. Step your feet all the way together and sink into chair. So there's an internal squeeze. There's a lowering of the tail. There's thumbs in the sternum. Even pressure from right to left hand. Exhale to fold, release it. Bend the knees, step the right foot back, ground it big, wide, and come up for warrior 2. So the hips and the heart point to the right side. We sink into that left knee. Bend the left elbow, bring it to the left knee, and stretch your right arm long, side angle. So the left palm is pointing to the sky, the right palm is pointing to the ground, and we try to open and externally rotate the right rib, open to the sky. Look up, breathe for 3, extend the side body, 2, and 1. Release the hands on either side of the left foot. Ground the palms, step for plank. Inhale big, exhale to lower. Scoop it all the way up into your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pause in down dog, find your breath. Take your gaze to your hands. Walk your hands 1 foot towards your feet, so you're shortening your dog. Right hand to the middle of the mat. And then left hand threads under the body to search out that right heel. You're in a twist. Gaze is under the right arm. Breathe into the back of your heart where the kidneys meet the low back. Unwind. Bring the left hand to where the right hand is. Right hand under the body. Search out that left heel. Look under the left arm. Breathe. Slow release. Walk your hands back to traditional down dog. Bend the knees a lot and step the right foot forward. Pivot the back heel down, come all the way up warrior 2. So we open hips and heart to the left. Right toes point directly forward. Left toes are pointing to the left side of the mat. Right elbow bends, place it on the right knee, reach your left arm long. Side angle, feel the line from left middle finger to left heel. And then laterally open your left ribs and lung. Breathe into that line. Circle that left arm down, hands come to the mat, step for plank. Big inhale when you arrive. Big exhale takes you up. Scoop it to your back bend, open chest and chin. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, gaze forward, walk or hop. Top of the mat, rise to flat back. Fold. Arms wide, come up with a flat back. Gathering energy, reach to the sky. Take your hands to your heart. Beautiful. Find your blocks. We're going to place them on the long edges of the mat, so they're wider than our feet. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Arms are open. We lead from the heart center as we dive down. Take the hands to the blocks. Start to come down into a toe squat. So the heels lift and the knees come forward. Blocks are just under your hands. You can have them tall, medium. If you don't need blocks, that's awesome too. Maybe you have longer arms. So feel this toe squat and then start to bring your right leg forward, placing the heel on the ground. So you have support from your up. That right leg. Little taps to the heel to the ground. Nice. Bring it back to the toe squat. Straighten up, forward fold, heels root, and we fold down. Exhale big. Rise to flat back, hands stay on the blocks. Lift the heels, come back down into toe squat. So the heels are lifted, we're Internally bringing those ankles towards each other. Take that left leg forward, let the heel be on the mat, and then float it. So if that's a lot, just stay or bring little pulses. Bring it back, toe squat, heels down, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, arms high, lift up to the sky, interlace your fingers, slip your palms up, lean to the left, inhale, center, lean to the right, inhale, center. Take cactus elbows, wide, broad chest, back bend, open. Exhale to fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold. Step the left foot back 2 feet. So it's not as big as a regular runner's lunge. The legs are going to stay straight. Take your hands back to your blocks. Find your blocks in line with your right foot. Yeah. And then straighten your spine. So you're finding that flat back. Legs are in triangle. And then start to fold down, keeping the straightness in the legs, the straightness in the spine. Press back into flat back. Keep your left hand on the block. You want the hand to be flat. You're not tenting up because that's not stable. So find a flat palm on the block. Take your right arm out to the side and then up to the sky. And find that rotation around the spine, like a spiral from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head. Breathe. And release. Hands stay on the blocks. Walk the blocks a little bit in front of the right foot. And then hop the left leg to the sky. So you don't have to be using blocks for this. It's just giving you a little different dimension, maybe more support. So you can focus more on the legs, on the balance. Keep that left leg high, but press up to a flat back. Bring the left knee behind the right knee. So we're bringing our legs kind of into eagle legs, and we're squeezing those legs together. Take the left foot, release it, forward fold, exhale big. Inhale to rise, flat back to come up. Palms to touch, prayer hands, lean to the right. Inhale, center, lean to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive, lead from the chest. Hands to the blocks. Bend the knees, step the right foot back 2 feet. All 10 toes point forward, and we bow over the leg, left leg, both legs straight. Press to that flat back. Keep those legs straight. Find limbs all straight. Right hand is on the block underneath the right shoulder. Left arm opens to the sky. Feel the twist. So you want that spiral to go around the spine. We're lengthening up. Breathe and ring the organs. Big exhale to release. Hop the right foot to the sky. Left leg is grounded and standing. Bow. Press up towards flat back. That right leg stays as high as it'll go for one more breath. And then bend both knees. Slide the right knee behind the left And we squeeze the inner thighs. We squeeze the adductors. You can invite Mula Bandh. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Eagle legs. And release. Right foot down. Forward fold. Move the blocks aside. Uttanasana. Fold it out. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, rise up. Scooping energy, hands to the heart. Step the feet together, stand tall, shoulders down. 4 long breaths. Just feel this grounding. Feel the feet connected to the earth. Feel the crown rising up to the sky. Feel solid and stable in your stance. Inhale, big together. Exhale, release your hands. Toss out any junk. Inhale, fresh. Rise the arms. Back bend, looking up and open. Exhale, fold. Inhale to flat back. Take your arms wide like a bird. Pause. Bring a little bit of hollowing into your belly. And if you're not pregnant or bleeding your cycle, bring in breath of fire. So because we're in this forward fold, we should feel a lot of movement in the abdomen because there's this softness. When we're standing up or sitting up, the stomach is an extension. Now we're here, we're folding, so we have room for the belly to pump and breathe. Keep the breath of fire. Next, exhale, hold the breath out. Inhale big. Exhale, fold. Take your feet wide. Take your bum low. Squat pose. Malasana. Pressing the elbows into the knees. So good for all of the lower body, the pelvis, digestion. So just rock out your feet. Bring in some movement. If squat is hard and your heels are still lifting, just be slow and gentle and focus on the heels coming down. Yeah, this is one to practice every day. If you don't really have time to do yoga every day, but you can do a couple mindful breaths. You can do a squat. You can do a downward facing dog for 5 breaths. It's really going to help out your body. Take 3 more breaths and squat. Breathe. Take the hands to the mat. Take the sit bones to the ground. Let the left leg extend straight out and the right heel comes in towards the body. Pelvis stays pointing forward, so don't let the body turn to the right bent knee. Keep the body forward and start to bow towards the left leg. You can grab it, you can grab your pants and fold. If you feel you have a lot of space and it's easy to fold over your leg, you can take a block to the bottom of your foot to extend the leg and then reach your hands around the block. This is going to take you a little bit deeper, bringing more extension into the sides and the lats. Keep breathing long and deep, most important. Slowly rise up. Take the hands behind you. Let the fingers point towards your butt and lean back enough that you can lift that left leg. Give it a couple pulses. So everything is grounded except for the left leg is straight. Foot is flexed. 2, and 1. Soles of the feet to touch. Grab a block and place the block underneath the feet. So this is Baddha Konasana, but elevated. So maybe you feel like you're going to tip over. Do your best to bow forward towards those feet, thinking of getting the big toes to your nose. 3 breaths into those hips, into the pelvis. Exhale all the way to soften the body. Rise up to release. Keep the left heel close to the groin. Move your block. Right leg extends forward. So check your sits bones. Check your pelvis. You want to be pointing towards the right leg. And then fold over that right leg. Take a deep bow. Big exhales. And again, if it's easy to grab your foot, take the block to the bottom of the foot. This will also help to keep your foot in flexion. And then grab for the block. So this is going to help to extend the back, finding full openness, finding full release with the exhale. Three more breaths. Soften your jaw, soften your heart. And start to come up slow. So good if you have any low back pain. It really opens that lumbar spine. Hands come behind you. Fingers are pointing at your butt, so your hands are grounded. You feel grounded through everything except for that right leg lifts, and we lift and lower. Keep it straight. Keep the foot in flexion. 3, 2, 1. Take the legs super wide as they'll go. And as you exhale, keeping tall spine, start to bow forward. So often the body goes where the head goes. So if we keep our gaze forward to the top edge of our mat, our spine stays forward and straight. If we take our gaze to our navel, watch how the spine starts to round, which is okay. That's a more yin posture. Let's keep the spine straight for the energetics of this, keeping that spine and the Sushumna, that central energy channel, open. You can use your blocks for your elbows. Maybe your forehead comes down. But the spine stays straight. If the chin is close to the chest and you feel that, open up, elongate through that chest, through that moon center. Keep breathing. 5 more breaths. Feet are in flexion, inner thighs. That kidney meridian is open. Rise up nice and slow. Start to come onto your back body. You can lower super slow, or you can just come right down. When you arrive, knees are bent, soles of the feet are on the mat, knees are pointing to the sky. Arms wide out at the shoulders. Press your sacrum into the ground. Feet walk as wide as the mat. Bring the knees right to left. Windshield wipering out those knees, rolling out the low back. Knees to center, hug them into the chest, grab them and pull them in. You can rock. You can do anything that the body is requesting. And then when you get back to neutral, extend the legs up to the sky. Rotate the feet full circles with the feet. Both directions, clearing, letting the veins and that venous blood return back to the heart. Bring the feet into flexion, bring the arms towards the ceiling, and sit up. So you're trying to get levitated. You're lifting high, seeing how much of the body can lift away from the ground. And then little pulses with the upper body. Little tiny crunches. Release the crunches, bring the knees back into the chest. Bring the feet to the ground. Grab for one of your blocks. We'll do supported bridge. So we're going to press into the feet, slide the block underneath the widest part of your bum. So you don't want it up in the low back. You actually want it connected to the sacrum and to the fleshy part of the bum. And you can have it super low where it has all that surface area. You can also have it medium height. Or if you feel ready, you can take it to the highest level. But try to sink the back of the skull, the back of the heart, and the feet into the ground. Feel your breath, feel supported. Keeping the weight of the pelvis in the block. Bring the knees up and then extend the legs. So you're elevating that pelvis, bringing those legs back to the sky. And we just flex and point the feet. So you're pulling toes back to the shin, flexion, and extension. Last two. Simple movements doing big work. And release. Feet back to the mat. Press into the feet to slide out the block. Let the low back touch the mat. It should feel good. A lot more space was created. Take a deep breath. Sigh it out. And for the last asana before Shavasana, we're going to come up and use the blocks again for supported fish. So one block is going to be running parallel to the spine, and it's going to be behind the heart, not up into the neck, the cervical vertebra, but behind the heart. So you know your heart is slightly to the left, but if you come just medial, center, sternum, put the block behind the sternum, and then put one block behind your head, unless it feels good without the support of the head. The butt and the legs are on the ground. The chest is elevated. The breath opens up all the lymph resting around that sternum. There are tons running out into the breasts, into the pecs. So see if you can settle into this fish pose. It is a back bend. You are supported. You're sending the breath into the chest. Jaw and throat relax. We're going to stay here about 3 minutes. So usually 5 long breaths is a minute. So we'll do about 15 long breaths. Try to get comfortable. Try not to fidget. Let the shoulders relax. Arms are at the sides. Palms are pointing up to the sky. Receptive, external rotation. We get a lot of internal rotation daily. Driving, cooking, computer, everything we do. So bring this external rotation, this opening of the frontal plane. About 2 more minutes. Try to soften, release tension. Feel the face soften. Feel how lovely and gracious the breath is, taking it in slow and deep. When you're ready to come out, palms come to the earth. We tuck the chin. We slide the hands close to the body to help us come up. Move the blocks and lay on your back for full Shavasana. Because of that beautiful elevation, once you come to laying flat on your back, should feel delicious. A nice connection, the whole spine, the whole back body to the earth. And rest in quietude, rest in meditation until you hear my voice bringing you back. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrichoma Amritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrichoma Amritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrichoma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Guiding your breath back into your body. Coming out of Shavasana slowly with wiggles to the toes and wiggles to the fingers. Rolling onto one side to take a moment of gratitude with yourself. When you feel ready, coming up to seated, coming to cross-legged pose where we started our practice today. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, gathering inspiration, prana for today, for this beautiful Friday. Hands to the heart, and we take a bow. We honor each other. We honor the light within each being, the light within all of us. Namaste. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your beautiful day. Please subscribe to our channel and keep your eyes open for retreats coming up in March and in the fall in Oaxaca, Mexico. So come and see us. Many blessings.